There have been a handful of moments in the history of theater that were truly revolutionary, that upended the concept of theater itself, that changed the medium forever. Hamlet, Waiting for Godot, Death of a Salesman, Carrie, the musical. I believe that last night Gerry and I had the rare privilege of witnessing one such moment at the world premiere of 15 short stories from Sim City. It's the stunningly audacious debut from writer-director Ben Smith, a mysterious auteur with no previous credits to his name, who plays every role himself. Smith displays such a command of his material and such profound insight into humanity that it's hard to believe this is his first work. The best playwrights work their whole lives in the hope of creating a piece half as good. The play is an anthology of interconnected one-acts, some beautifully presented in black and white, each based on a different work of contemporary theater, with a minimalist take on the 1999 classic Crazy Taxi serving as the framing device. The anonymous driver shuttles the other characters through their own lives and stories as the show moves through styles and genres with no regard for theatrical convention. The cab sets are austere to the point of non-existence, while other scenes are photoreal. Donkey Kong, a labyrinthian opera in which Mario reaches the top of the mountain only to find the princess, refusing to be a victim to the villain or reward for the hero, has rejected the patriarchal damsel role entirely and rescued herself, leaving the adversaries without a reason to fight or even to live. These famous adversaries do battle on a mammoth stage that defies the physical limitations of the theater. I've never seen anything like it. In one of Smith's bolder choices, he reduces the well-worn gridiron yarn Madden 98's cast of dozens down to a one-person show, and in the process gets at the heart of the story better than any staging I've ever seen. In another, he adapts the notoriously unadaptable Flight Simulator, bringing to life a brilliant take on man's contempt for nature. Next is a radical shift in tone to Resident Evil, a horrific story of survival under late-stage capitalism in which much of the population has been turned to mindlessly consuming zombies by the cafeteria industrial complex. The protagonist, not so subtly, navigates the dimly lit corridors of an abandoned industrial kitchen in a fruitless search for answers or perhaps a cure. But the play, like life, offers no answers, no hope. Perhaps the most remarkable and timely chapter of the play is a high-stakes game of international intrigue entitled GoldenEye. On the surface, this segment follows a spy confronting Russian hackers and a rogue satellite, but the plot is thick with symbolism concerning our current political climate. In an incredible and historic first for a live stage production, Smith finds a way to make this a first-person narrative, putting the audience quite literally in his character's shoes, before, even more astonishingly, shifting to a multiplayer perspective to dramatize his internal moral struggle as he moves through the underworld of global diplomacy, uncovering darker and darker secrets along the way. It all culminates with the reveal of where, throughout the story's nearly 5-hour running time, the taxi has been taking all of these characters. To the theater, to see a production of Street Fighter II, the musical. It's a story about the profound disconnection between those living in modern society, told through the eyes of Vega, a matador so narcissistic he's incapable of loving anything but himself. The musical is being staged at the same theater as the play itself. The characters become part of the audience and the audience part of the play. As we watch this lavish musical within a play within another play, it's a metatextual commentary on the medium itself, and I was never less than riveted.
Well, I was never less than appalled by this metatextuality. I guess you never met a text you didn't like. Honestly, Bob, you have been led astray once again by your obsession with video games and popular culture. I mean, that Echo the Dolphin scene, what in the world was that? What unmitigated, pretentious nonsense.
Oh, indeed, it was a great play. Let's hear some of the music.
I love somebody that's perfect in every single way. A dazzling smile and dreamy eyes who brightens every day. There's no one else in this whole world I could adore more. My heart belongs to a matador. Me, Vega, the matador.